good morning, good morning. And here we are at the start of another week. So, Monday Morning Motivator. Type to motivate the body, mind and spirit. Motivation is an interesting thing because it's almost like there's that feeling of having to drive things forward, having to make things happen, having to force things. And that seems to be the world that we're living in at the moment, is that everything is all about pushing, about force, about making it happen, being proactive. That's one that I used to find really quite grating, I suppose, when working in the corporate world. It's sort of like, you must be proactive, do stuff all the time, there must be stuff going on. And in reality, stuff does go on, but there's only so much you can do to be prepared, and then you end up being counterproductive because you end up pulling at the threads of what you're trying to put in place. You end up thrashing around in the stream, if you like, and scaring off all the fish. So what if it's not about being proactive? What if it's just about being as prepared as you can be, but then being willing to sit back and be open enough and calm enough and clear enough that when things do arise that need dealing with, they can be dealt with there and then, and you have the things in place that you need to do that. I suppose that is a bit of proactive, but it's like actually getting an idea of what that actually means. So anyway, it's always quite fascinating as I start to sort of ramble. These things come up and I just say what comes into my head, the first things that are there. And yeah, I suppose more than anything else, it's not me telling people how to live, it's just my personal point of view. It's a take on the world, and if you have a different point of view on the world, then please by all means feel free to put your comments in the comments section below. It's not about me telling everybody how to live. This is about my experiences and how far I've got with what I'm trying to do, and it's an invitation for you to either join along with me or have a discussion with me, or yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, so Monday Morning Motivator. So motivation, what is motivation? It's a willingness just to get on with stuff, I suppose, removing resistance from the body. Now resistance can come from many different places, but generally it's to do with the noise that we create, or the noise that we submerge ourselves in. So how noisy is your mind? Is it all over the place? Is it making a lot of noise? Have you got a lot of, how noisy is your mind? Is it making a lot of noise? Have you got random thoughts wandering across your brain all the time? Are you being pulled off center all the time chasing these thoughts? Are you in a constant state of fight and flight? For the majority of us, the answer to that question is probably yes. We spend our lives in this constant state of fight or flight because that's the way we've been conditioned. That's the way life has told us that we're supposed to be in this reality. If we can get ourselves out of fight and flight and into a calmer state, it makes life a lot easier. You can deal with things. It doesn't matter what it is coming up, because you'll always get the stress. There'll always be stress. There's nothing you can do about that. Life is stressful. It's just dealing with stuff. Even just walking out the house, going down the street, there can be stresses and strains. So it's more about finding your center, finding your ability to actually navigate all the rubbish and all the interesting things that come up around you, and then get to the point where your chi becomes strong enough that you no longer succumb to fight or flight. You become an invitation for others to calm. Yeah. So how noisy is your mind? Find your shoulder width. If you need to do that, put your feet together, turn out your toes, turn out your heels, and then just softening the soles of the feet, settling down. Now I'm going to start off from the crown of the head. Suspend the head, so it's like you're 10 foot tall, if you like. The head is suspended, and then imagine you have a cord connecting your head, top of your head, to the ceiling, and then just keeping the head where it is. Just allow the neck to open and sink down. Allow the shoulders to open and sink down. Again, the thoracic spine, you want the upper spine to open and elongate, the lumbar to open and elongate. Just become aware of the noise within the body. Where is the nervous system jangling where it doesn't need to be? Now there's a difference between jangling nerves and chi, humming. Jangling nerves is where you are sort of holding yourself rigid where you didn't think you were. So just allow that just to release and relax. And you get that warm, tingling chi. The lumbar opens and sinks down, the tailbone drops. Softening the hips. Opening the thighs. Relaxing the knees, the calf muscles, the ankles. And connecting to the ground. And back up to the shoulders, just allow the shoulders to release and relax a bit more. Let the arms just stretch out. Now you're not pushing it, you're not forcing the stretch, you're allowing the arms to become more relaxed. And in doing so, stretch out. And softening the chest, get your breathing going. Just breathing in a regular pattern, nice and smooth. Not trying to force anything. And just become aware of any noise in the chest. Any resistance, impedance, tension. Move down into the diaphragm. Again, stomach, spleen, all of those areas. Just become aware of any noise there, any tightness, and see if you can get it to open and dissipate. And into the belly, breathing into the tummy, let the abdomen expand and contract with your breath. Again, letting go of any tension you find, calming the noise, quietening the noise down. Now, of course, this is the internal noise, what's going on inside. The mind chatter, let that calm down. You can't actually influence external noises because they will just happen no matter what. What you can do is allow your ears to relax, release, so that you can become aware of the sounds around you without having to react to them. Again, the eyes. Do the same with the eyes. Just let them become aware of the light around you. If your eyes are open or closed, doesn't matter, but they don't have to react. Relaxing the nose, the mouth. Softening the mind, quietening the mind. And just let the mind fluidly flow down into the body. Sitting back against the spine, into the pelvis, and connecting with the lower dantian. A couple of fingers width below your tummy button and then back inside the body. And then just keeping your breathing going normally, just bring the hands in, up, stretching up over the head, relaxing the shoulders, arms, shoulder blades and spine. Bring the hands down. So as the elbows sink down in line with the shoulder, become aware of if you're holding yourself tense in the shoulder blades. Then bring the hands in and down by the sides. And bring the hands up again. And down. Hands coming to the sides. Again, hands come up. Stretch it up over the head. Again, this is done from a space of release, not from stress or strain. Bring the elbows in line with the shoulders and then just rotate the hands down. Back up. Feel the movement in the shoulder joint, releasing and relaxing as you go. Feel the movement in the neck, releasing and relaxing as you go. Feel the movement in the spine, Release and relax as you go. And then with the hands in the upright position, bring the fists into the shoulders and bring the hands down the side of the body. Again, come up, stretch up over the head. Again, stretching from release, not through strain. Bring the elbows down and bring the hands into the body and down. Releasing and relaxing as you go. One more, hands come up over the head. And bring the hands down, lacing the fingers together, place them behind the neck and just very gently pull the head back into the hands. Turning the waist, feeling the stretch through the spine, stretching through release. And then turn, other side. Feel the stretch through the spine and release. Again. Square the hips, hands up over the head again, stretch it up. Elbows down, in line with the shoulders, then bring the fists down the body and come to rest. So connecting with the ground, relaxing the ankles, the knees, the hips, the tailbone. Shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, chin tucked in, head suspended. Don't forget to check on your breathing. Make sure your breathing is falling into a pattern that works for you. Find your own natural rhythm. And we're trying to remove all that impedance through the nervous system, all the noise in the body, in the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, and the mind. By releasing all of that, you free up energy that you can then put into things you want to do. That's where you find the motivation. And breathing in, bring the hands up the center line. Turn the palms up over the head, stretching up over the head. Breathing out, sitting down as though you're sitting on a stool, let the hands float down. Mind sinks into the body, breathing in, come up, hold up from the top of the head. Stretching up. Breathing out, tailbone drops, arms circle down, relaxing the shoulders, releasing the neck. Breathing in, come up. And breathe out, sink down. And then just get the movement nice and regular and smooth, in time with your own breathing. change. So breathing in. Hands come up to the chest. Turn the palms to the floor. Breathe out and the hands float down and come to rest by the sides. Reconnecting with the ceiling. So suspending the head. Let the body hang. So the skeleton hangs down, opening all the joints as you go. Relaxing and releasing the muscles, but don't let the structure collapse. Breathing into your belly, mind sinks into the belly. Softening as you go. So head suspended, chin tucked in, shoulders released, tailbone drops, connect to the ground. Breathing into the belly, let the mind sink into the belly. Breathing in, the hands come up the center line to the chest. Breathe out, turn the palms, left hand goes up, right hand down as you sit down as though you're sitting on a stool. Breathing in, suspended from the top of the head, pulled up, hands come back to the chest. Breathe out, swap palms. Now left hand goes down, right hand up as you sit down. Breathing in, the hands come to the chest. Breathing out, sinking down, swap the hands. And keep going. Change, bring the hands back up to the chest, breathing in. As you breathe out, let the hands just come to rest down by the sides. And again, connect to the ground, softening the feet, the ankles, knees, the hips, the tailbone drop, shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, chin tucked, head suspended from the ceiling. Breathing into the body. Relaxing, releasing further as you go, quietening the noise, quietening the mind, sitting back against the spine into the pelvis. And then just turning the waist, let the hands just swing round. So you're suspended from your head. Everything should feel as though it's hanging down from the ceiling. Relaxing all those muscles again, switching off the noise, letting the mind become more fluid. And let it sink down into the body, into the belly. change, let the hands swing out to the sides. Again, keep your head suspended, chin tucked in, tailbone drop, connect to the ground. And let the movement come from the waist. So it's powered by the legs, controlled by the waist, issued through the shoulders and expressed through the arms. Further relaxing the body, mind sinks into the core, sitting back against your pelvis, and sitting back against the spine and into your pelvis. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. Further switching off the arms and the shoulders. Cutting through the noise of the nervous system. Let it relax, release. We're not really under attack. It just feels like it. So we just have to let all of that go for now. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing fall into a regular pattern that works for you. And change, just come to rest, so suspend the head, tuck the chin, relaxing down through the spine, let the tailbone drop, connect to the ground. Relaxing your shoulders further, sitting back against the spine into the pelvis. Let the mind become fluid and sink into the body as you release the chest, the diaphragm, and the belly. And then breathing in, palms to the floor, the hands come forward, expand, come up. And breathe out, drop the tailbone, drop the elbows, drop the wrists and sink down. Breathing in, coming up from the top of the head, expand up, hands float forward. Breathing out, sitting down as though you're sitting on a stool. So as you breathe and move, sitting back against your spine so you're up again, moving up and down along the x-axis. Not leaning forward, throwing yourself forward or not pulling backwards. Further relax the shoulders, the spine, the shoulder blades, neck. Keeping the head suspended. Be aware of all those structures in your shoulders. Just release, relax, so the body can find its harmony. And then we change, so sinking down, and the hands come down to the in line with your hips, your navel. Then turn the fingertips to the right, circling the hands up. The right hand reaches in front of the face, it just turns flat to the floor as the left hand continues to circle down. Turning the waist to bring the hands around to the right. Turn left palm to face, right palm to the floor. Squaring the hips, swapping right fingertips across left wrist. And then turn the hips to the left. Turn left palm to the floor, right palm to face. Squaring the hips, swapping the hands. And then just keep going. So again, suspended from the head, the shoulders, the neck, the spine relax and release as the tailbone drops. Releasing down through the legs and then sitting back against the spine, into the pelvis. Breathing into the belly as you move. Let the mind sink into the body further. Calming the noise, quieting the noise down. Change, circling the lower hand up so both hands come up to the chest, breathing in. Breathe out, let the hands float down, come to rest at the sides, reconnect with the ground, softening up ankles, knees, hips, tailbone drops, shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, chin tucked in to suspend the head, head suspended from the ceiling, and release and relax down through the body, still feeling 10 foot tall. Closing the hands over the belly as you sit back against the spine into the pelvis. Let the mind sink to that point behind where your palms are and then back inside the body. And just breathe. Change, bring the hands up. Softening the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists. Wiggle the fingers at the ends of the arms. Bring the hands down, circle the hands at the ends of the arms. Change, connecting to the ground, suspended from the head. And lifting up from the crown of the head, come up onto the toes, breathing up, stretching up over the head. And breathe out, just let yourself drop. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out. Keep going. And relax. Just give the body a little shake. Wake yourself up. And hopefully you're now ready for your day. Thanks so much for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed the set. If you have any comments, questions, would like to leave any feedback, please do so in the comments section below. And you can also tag, share and like this video. That would be fantastic. If you could do that, that would be brilliant. Let's get this out as far afield as we can. Back today at 11 o'clock with the White Dragon Tai Chi class for the White Dragons, and then and the Black Dragons if they want to join in, and Red Dragons if there are any out there. I don't think we've got any Red Dragons at the moment. Have to do something about that. And then we've got a Black Dragon class this evening. Tomorrow morning I'll be back 7 AM with another one of these, and then we have our Qigong program going on for the rest of the week. Oh, whilst woolly wabbits, that's interesting. For the rest of the week. Can't talk now. Rest of the week. Hopefully that's removed some stress, some impedance within the body to give you more energy, which can help to motivate you through to do the rest of your week, rest of your day. And like I say, all that's left to say is again, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for your support, and we'll see you in the next one. More practice.